girl on a mission. I do not like the stark white bookshelves behind me, but they were the only ones on sale when we moved. And I don't feel like spending $300 on brand new Billy bookshelves because these are perfectly fine for now. If anything happens to them, I'll be devastated that I didn't just go get them. But instead of creating more waste, we're just going to like give these guys a little makeover and make them look how I want them to look. Now, when we first moved in, we had no money and we were just like putting up furniture, and it looked very much like these are two kids that just moved in here, and I'm trying to put our style and fun like flair onto things, but also have a cohesive like look throughout, just because it's easier to clean, it's nicer to look at, and it's calmer to be in if I feel like everything has a place, everything has a home, and I can like put away the clutter or have one scent, like one big like giant clutter eyesore. And that's technically my bookshelves right now because they are so colorful, so much rainbow, and they are stark white. This is a problem for me because all of our other furniture is some type of wood grain. It's either real wood or it's a wood finish or it looks like wood, and I really like that texture and that pattern, and I wanted that in the Billy bookcases because they have like the brown ones that look so good. I like the black bookcases, I really do, but they're just really dark, and I would prefer brown wood finish. So cameraman and I went to the store and we got rolls and rolls and rolls of contact paper. Do I know if this is gonna work? I don't know. I've only seen people do this a few times. I don't know how well it's gonna go. This is not a tutorial, this is just me taking you out on this adventure. But I do have to take all of this stuff down, including the top, because I do need to dust my bookshelves as well. And this is like an all-day thing. Every time I decide to do a bookshelf endeavor, it's an all-day thing. What I know for a fact that we're covering is this big side and that other side, because these are anchored to the wall, so they're flush. Like, you can't really get in between them. However, wait, this one pokes out a little bit further. I didn't realize that. Interesting. However, the shelves, I do want the wood finish on the shelves, especially on the trim, just like the top to the front piece, and then the trim of all of the bookcases. I think that would look very nice. We're gonna have to do very skinny individual pieces, take out all of the shelves, measure and cut and do everything. And my issue is that I am a measure once, cut once type of gal. Sometimes measure once, cut twice, because I'm a little bit impatient. So I was waiting for a cameraman to get back to start this, but I still have to take everything down. So I can do that all on my own. It's gonna be very messy, I'm gonna be very stressed out, but I'm happy to bring you guys along for the ride. I also have already done a giant book unhaul, so this is not gonna be an unhaul. I didn't film any of that just because it was done at like, I don't know, 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. I went through like every single book and every single shelf, and I just pulled down stuff that I'm like, yep, you've got to go. So they've already gone to friends, to family, little free libraries, and the bookstore. I have like 2 more trips I need to take, but for the most part, we're done unhauling things. It's time to just make them look how I want them to look. Let me take all of these knickknacks down. Let me get coffee. I need a bin or a box to put them in. I also have to like go do a return today. There's a lot of stuff I have to do, but I only want to do this project. Okay, now it's time for the top of Trinket Land to come down. All of them, I think, for the most part, except for like 2 mason jars, are still up there and some bookends, but I got all of the trinkets off. Now it's time for that hole, because if we are like knocking into this, I don't want anything to fall on top of our heads. That is... Okay, I'm stalling because I don't want to get a step stool out, and my cat is now like, she's parked. Can you see her? She's parked. She's ready. Because she knows that she knows the books are coming off the shelf, which means that she gets to play in the shelves. knickknacks are done. It looks so sad and so empty up here, but honestly it looks like a lot cleaner. So now I have to think, how many knickknacks do I want to put back up there? Because I don't know, like this looks a lot cleaner, a lot nicer, but there's no personality besides the titles on here, but there's no like little guys, and I love my little guys. I also thought about doing beaded trim on the top of every like bookshelf, but I can't find any beaded trim, so I'm gonna do a quick Googling. I think my mom wants to go to the craft store later today, so if we do go, I will pick some up. I also have a return, and I want to go to Bath & Body Works, so they're all in the same area, so hopefully I don't forget. But we're getting closer and closer to me opening this contact paper, because I'm just gonna take all of my books and put them in the front of my living room. That's what's gonna happen. One shelf is completely cleared. These are the egg cartons that I use to stack and hold manga. So I have like a two shelves, two tiered type of thing. So I don't want to lose those. Now it's time to dust, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just clear off all 3 of the bookshelves. It's also really echoey now that this one's empty. But I was like, I'll just clear off all 3 of the bookshelves. Girl, no, do it one at a time. So we're gonna dust the inside of the shelves. I'm gonna take all of them out, and we're gonna start with the back panel and just measure this that way, if that makes sense. Even though these are the manga covered shelves, we're doing it that way. And then this side has our like remote control for our light. So I don't know how I'm gonna get that one up here. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out when the time comes. Also, when we bought these shelves, they were only 5 shelves. We cut extra ones from like wood at, I think, Home Depot to get 6 shelves total. I don't recommend doing that. Not because like it didn't work out for us, but just because don't do that. If you want to, go ahead, but I'm not telling anyone to do. Okay, so it could go like this, which I kind of like the up and down wood grain, or it could go side to side. But I really like, I like this, which makes it a lot harder to, because I could, it like, oh, ooh, interesting. I need masking tape. That already looks better, and I can barely see it in the camera. I like that. I like it. I like that it's actually got like dimension to it. Okay, let me finagle with this off camera, because I don't even know what it looks like because you're behind me. Let me finagle with this, grab like an X-Acto knife or something, and we'll be back. This is just gonna be my first test piece, and we'll see what it looks like after. Because I also was like, oh, do I want it like on the side? But I don't know, because I can't really see the side, so I'll come back in a second. So, not a lot of updates, but it's like 95% done. There's just trim pieces that have to be worked on, but I've been taking little clips throughout the day. Compared to where we started, I love it. We were on the fence about doing like, trying to find a good spot, like this, which I think we will do this. We'll do like the inside trim as well, but for right now, I just wanted it to be like forward facing, and then the side when you first like see them. But it looks so good. And then I think our next project is going to be putting up shelves in the corners on the opposite side of the world. Because I think earlier I said like, oh, I don't know, but now I do know. I do want shelves on the opposite side of the world. Not for books, but for all of the knickknacks that were up here, and I do have to go through some of them and just find them new homes. But this is like the dark, moody wood vibe that I was going for. And I just did the math to see how much we saved doing all of this, and I will do a final breakdown probably tomorrow, hopefully when they're all done. Hopefully it's tomorrow, but I don't know. None of the books fit on the shelves anymore because they were like, some of them were like stacked like that, some of them were turned in, some of them were faced out. The only shelf that I got to go fully back to the way it was this first one, because I took my time putting things back on there. These two we kind of like both gave up getting the books on there in some type of like fashion. But it is now 11:30 and I do work tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna go, and next time I see you again, hopefully tomorrow, the trim pieces will be done, because I'm hoping that they're just like not an hour's worth of work, but a cameraman was doing this part because he has a lot more patience than I do, but it looks so good. Okay, we're in my kitchen just because I just got home from work. I did get a picture earlier today of the bookshelves. They're finished. You can probably see that little corner back there. Maybe it's fuzzy, but I'm so excited to show you guys. We did decide that at some point, not now because now we're into the work week, we are going to put the vinyl on the entire inside, like the top and the sides, not just like the shelf. So like the top of the shelf is covered, but then I want like the sides to also be covered, because when you're walking up to them, you can still see like the white on the inside of them, and I kind of want to fully wrap it. But I'm just gonna move and I'm gonna show you guys what they look like because I'm obsessed with them. And this is also like giving me more motivation to finish a ton of series and either unhaul them or like continue on with some series, just because I want them to look very nice and clean. Do you see, like, they're brown. They look like wood. They match the rest of my living room, which I know you can't see. But like the inside, like you can still see the white on that side, and maybe I'll cut that up and like fix that. But for the most part, they look like brown wooden shelves. When you look really closely at them, you can see that some of it doesn't match up perfectly, but I don't care. And I have to put on trinkets, but I decided that the top of my bookshelf that we cleared, it's got a couple, like it's got one Lego set, two Lego sets, three. It's got two big ones and one little Lego set up there. And then I do have some other things on my dining room table, which is a mess. Don't worry, I'm going to clean that up, but it's fine. And the trinkets will go back on the shelf, but there won't be as many because I still have to like fix this. Like, I'm glad I took pictures beforehand, because now I have like 3 stacks of books that just won't fit on there, and I know it's because I had some of them like on their sides like this instead of like straight up and down like that. So I do have to fix them, and then the trinkets will go back up, but the top is going to stay a little clear because when we were like unboxing stuff and moving stuff from this area, we found shelves that someone sent us from our wedding registry, and we are going to put them in 2 corners, and I will show you the trinkets going back up and have some b-roll at the end, but like I guess this is the end. And I'm really happy with how these turned out. Like, some of them are already peeling, which I knew that they would, and I think that just means we need to use like a little bit bigger of a piece. But I did wipe them all down. I sprayed them, dusted them, wiped everything down, and then started putting the adhesive on here, and it was so easy. And then I did the math of like, if I were to buy 3 new Billy bookcases, dog, that's so much money. So I think by doing this project, I saved $250-ish. I think that's what I saved, because a Billy bookcase is like $90, and to get 3 of those, 3 of them, so I saved like $250 just by doing this. And it really only took a day. The reason it took so long is because we kept stopping in the middle of it to go do other stuff, but I love them. They look so good. Nothing was thrown away, nothing was wasted. Didn't have to just get rid of these bookshelves for no reason. And I'm very big on repurposing and reusing and painting and just making over things to fit your space instead of buying something completely brand new. Is it perfect? No, but it is to me, and I'm very happy. So yeah, like, I'm so giddy. I'm so excited. I'm not kidding. Like, I love these shelves. I love how they look. I hated the white shelf, and hate's a very strong word, but I did not realize how much I did not like them until I did this. Guys, they look so good. They look so, again, up close you can see the mistakes, but this just looks like a brown set of shelves, and that's what I wanted. I wanted brown shelves. I have to redo all of these, because, like, LA Hazelwood is up here, but she's also down here, but she's also down there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I do have a shelf in this corner that's a tiny white cube shelf. I'm not going to wrap that one. This is so much fun. It was a labor of love. Cameraman is amazing because he did all of the tiny little trim pieces. Like, I did the front facing, but he did all of the, like, all of the sides, because these bookshelves are very close together and they are anchored to the wall, and we did not unanchor them. I just took the books off and the shelves off. So we'll do the insides because that's kind of like a stark thing, but for right now I think it's totally fine. I think they look so good, and with books on them, the backing looks great, and you can't really see the shelves that we didn't wrap entirely, which is like every bottom shelf. Okay, that's it from me. Enjoy me putting up some decorations, and I will see you guys in a soon to be released vlog. Until next time, happy reading.